So very welcome again, Mark. We wish hear your presentation, and I will go now in your slides. And time is your time running, and just tell me when I will jump in another slide here. Audience, see you, and we are online. Please, word is yours.
Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to thank the organization for the invitation to give a presentation here today. I do apologize, I can't be there personally, but as a matter of fact, as a hemp processor, this is a very busy time of the year, in August and September, because we are busy with our harvest of 2,300 hectares of hemp in total, divided over 3 countries. So at this moment, I'm very sorry, but I could not make it to come myself.
We are very proud, Mark, that you can be with us. Slovenia is proud and Word is proud. Thank you very much.
No problem, no problem. Next time I will be there. I would like to tell you something about the company HempFlax. You just saw our company presentation already, so I don't want to spend too much time on that. And I want to tell you something today about our new products we developed last year. On which slides are we, Maja?
Sorry, I must jump out. Second slide.
Second slide, program. Okay. Good. That's the program. Next slide, please, to our mission statement.
Yes.
Our mission is that we want to serve the mankind and the environment worldwide by providing affordable, modern, natural hemp products for a sustainable future. That's of course a very nice mission, but yeah, it's only words, and it's very important how are you doing it. Now, we're doing that with 2 factories. Next slide, please, Maja. First factory is the factory in Holland. The factory in Holland exists since 1994, and there we do process this year 1,500 hectares of hemp. In this factory we do decortication, packing of shives, production of hemp fiber non-wovens, and we produce here injection molding pellets for injection molding applications. Next to this factory we opened last year a second factory. Next slide, please. Yeah. Yes. HempFlax in Romania. And we did that because we are suffering a high competition for lands in Western Europe, where farmers are growing cash crops with high profits per hectare, and we faced problems in competing with hemp it is. So we decided to build up a second factory in Romania, which actually has been opened in 2015. This factory is a combination with a farm of the total 800 hectares is our own farm, and on this 800 hectares we do grow 700 hectares of hemp. This factory is one of a kind because it has a maximum capacity, if you run 24/7, of 40,000 tons of hemp straw per year. And that means about 10,000 tons of hemp fiber a year. In this factory we only do, for the moment, decortication of hemp straw and packing of shives. Next slide, please. Okay.
Fibers.
Fibers, okay, good. Yeah, talking about the products we make, I will not spend too much time on the very obvious products we are talking about for years. But for the fibers, as we all know, the automotive industry is a very important market for us. All fibers can be found back in the door panels of the BMW series, 3, 5 and 7, the Mercedes SE and A-Type, Jaguar, Bentley, and even the Bugatti Veyron. The Bugatti Veyron, of course, they only produce a very few of them a year, so it's not really in volume, but it's always nice to tell this brand that this brand is using hemp fiber. And as a matter of fact, Bugatti is using the hemp fiber due to his weight reduction and better properties compared to carbon fiber, and they are not using hemp fiber to make the Bugatti Veyron look a little bit green in the end. So that's a very nice development that industries are recognizing hemp fiber also for their properties and not only for their renewableness. Next to automotive industry, hemp fibers are being used for insulation material, non-automotive composites, for in the horticulture sector as a growing medium, and in the pulp and paper industry. Next slide, please. One of the newest products in our company is a pelletized hemp fiber. And the hemp fiber is being mixed with a polymer. You can think about polypropylene or even a bio-based polymer like PLA. And we blend those fibers and the polymers and we pelletize them to a pellet. And this pellet can be used in an injection molding machine for injection molding applications like trim lines in dashboards, automotive, or any other injection molded part you can think of. Because please realize that the injection molding market is a much bigger market than press molding market. Because with injection molding, you have more freedom of shaping a form of product. And till now it was very difficult to do that with hemp fiber, because you can imagine that the hemp fiber is clogging the injection molding machine. But by pelletizing the hemp fiber, you're offering the hemp fiber material in such a form to the injection molding machine that most commonly used injection molding machines can use this product without any adaptations. Normally it's a 50-50% product, hemp fiber polymer. It's a very nice product. Next slide, please. Talking about hemp fibers for the horticulture sector, we developed a very nice growing medium for short rotation crops like sprouts, herbs, and cresses. And normally they use a rock wool mat or they use a pulp mat for growing these crops. But at the disposal at the consumer, because this product is supplied with the growing medium to the consumer, it's being disposed at the consumer place and comes in the waste stream. By replacing these non-renewable growing mediums by a renewable growing medium like that of an hemp, we supply the supermarkets with a more sustainable and renewable growing medium. And a big advantage, because the hemp fiber absorbs the water very well, so the product has a long shelf life in the shops. Very nice products. Next slide, please. Another product which is new in our assortment since a couple of years is also horticulture based. As you probably know, in the plant pots production, in plant tray production, they have problems with weed control and they have to apply a lot of pesticides. Mulching is commonly used technology for preventing weed growth. But a lot of mulches, like for bark, needs to be glued, otherwise they're falling off. We made a very fine hemp shive granule that can be applied on top of the flower pots as a mulch layer, and it doesn't need any glue. Just by wetting it, the lignins and the pectins in the product left is gluing itself together, making a thick cake on top of this flower pot. Weeds will stay out and the product is not falling off. And it's gaining popularity very, very fast. It's a very nice product, and personally I think it looks very nice to have a nice yellow layer of hemp shives in your flower pot or tray. Next slide, please. We had a busy years recently, because since 4 or 5 years CBD came on the market, and before CBD our life is relatively simple by selling fibers and shives. CBD makes our lives a little bit more complex, but also more interesting. What we added to our catalog recently is the nutrition part, and where we can supply our TF product line. TF is a product made from the flowers and the leaves of the industrial hemp crop for EU registered varieties. And we harvest that with a double cut harvesting machine, which I will show you later on in this presentation. Very important is that this biomass, which we gain from the hemp field, is being dried with an indirect heat source. So no burning fumes are going to the product. So the product stays as clean as possible. Then, after the drying stage, we can choose to pelletize the material or to grind the material directly to the right size for extraction. And we do pack the material in big bags under a vacuum atmosphere flushed with nitrogen to preserve the oxidation of CBD as much as possible. Because we do the growing, the harvesting, drying, grinding, pelletizing, that we have technically the whole supply chain in our control, we can guarantee a full traceability of the crop. Traceability at this moment is a big problem in the CBD industry because there are a lot of sources for green material, but a lot of sources are unknown or not traceable. So full traceability is a key advantage of our TF product line. Next slide, please. Producing only the biomass for extraction is not the last stop we can do. We can go one step further and we can conduct extraction too. Most extraction methods we use a critical carbon dioxide. From this critical carbon dioxide extraction, we produce a hemp extract, which we can supply B2B in a crude, pure oil form, or we can make premixes which are ready to fill into any consumer packing of the customer desired list. So, and we can make premixes between a crude oil extract with hemp oil, olive oil, or any natural oil the customers wish for. Then I would like to take you shortly to the harvesting technology we've developed in the last years. Next slide, please. A very old system we operate the last 20 years is our single cut system. It's a modified forest harvester. Cutting the hemp is 60-70 centimeters length. Actually, this is what we're doing the last 2 weeks. And this is straw harvest only. No leaves, no flowers, no seeds. Only for straw. If you also prefer to harvest the seeds, then we need the machine on the next slide. Next slide, please. Yeah.
Yes.
And that's our double cut system. And this is a modified combine harvester, which is cutting off the tops first. Those is going to the combine harvester to thresh out the seeds. The seeds are coming in the tank. And the lower, the hemp cut header we've developed before, is under the in-feed house and cutting the rest of the stalks in 60-70 centimeters length. So we are able to use the straw also. Then we have a third variety, as I saw the next sheet. And for this I need this movie of this combine. Is it possible? Next slide. Yeah. Do you find this movie?
We have only movie what we see before.
Yeah, you have to also, there were 2 movies in the message.
Just a second. No, just made it speech and we will make it,
okay.
we will take movie because it's technical too much now.
Okay. Afterwards we will show you the movie of the machine,
Okay.
because this double cut combine harvester is also possible to take out the leaves and the flowers. So then technically with this combine harvester we separate seeds, stalks, leaves and flowers in one pass. One harvesting pass, you take 3 products in one time. And therefore you get, because you get a biomass without seeds, without stalks, shives, fibers, you have a very pure, clean biomass ready for extraction for your hemp extracts. Then I'm coming now to the end of my presentation of the latest developments, and I think this is a good moment to show the movie of the double cut harvester.
Yes, we will take no movies. Stay with us.
Okay.
The triple cut action.
Yeah, that one.
That one. Martin? Second. Sorry. I don't know why they play.
Click on it, I believe. Just start, like the other one.
Oh. So and so.
Wait a minute.
Only the picture. So
Sure.
we see.
Here you see the tractor driving next to the combine, and the wagon is collecting leaves and the flowers. The seeds are coming in the regular tank of the combine, and the stalks, leaves in the field to be baled later on for the fiber production. Actually, this movie was taken of one of our field campaign.
We will see again this film. And
Okay.
So
The real love of agricultural technology.
yeah, we have very small fields here in Slovenia, hectare, 2 hectares.
Yeah.
10 hectares is miracle here in one piece, and so we need just a little bit small
Yeah. Then
technology.
Then on small fields, this machine is too big.
Yes.
Yeah, you need bigger fields for that. But we can also see if we can make smaller ones. Good. Thank you very much. This was my presentation. Are there any questions from the audience?
Audience, questions, please, microphone. You have some questions here? Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, hello, I'm Alex, I'm from Austria. We grow about 15 hectares of hemp, industrial hemp, and the problem we have is the know-how of the harvesting. So do you actually give some information to other people about your technology, or is it your intellectual property so that you it's for your business? So can you give me some information about that, or?
Yeah, I can give you information on that. The harvesting technology is a patented technology. So yeah, we're not giving it away for free. But these machines are available for sale in the market. So the double cut harvester, like you see in the movie, we developed together with the company John Deere. And yesterday we put the third machine in work, and this is the production type. So we are now ready to multiply the machine and bring this double cut system into production, and it's available for sale. So you can contact me on a later moment for a quotation of one of those machines.
Oh, thank you very much.
Okay, or the single cut, or depends on what you want, but the single cut, double cut, and we can supply you with new equipment, but we can also supply you with used equipment from our own harvesting machine park.
Someone other question from audience? Huh? Please. You have questions here?
Hello, Corbett from Texas. Out of your 700 hectares that you're planting, how many varieties of cannabis are you planting, and are you finding some varieties better for other reasons than other reasons?
Good question. So you're asking if we use more varieties? Yes. Actually, we use several varieties. On the 700 hectares in Romania, we work with mainly, I thought, 3 varieties: an early, mid-early, late variety. Because if we use one variety, they are ripe in the same moment, and you will never have enough harvesting capacity to get the job done in time. So it's important that you work with 3 varieties, that your harvesting time is spread out a little bit. Also, in Holland, we work with some varieties that are the same, but other varieties are not the same, because we in Holland are on a different latitude. So you always have to look at where you grow the hemp, what latitude are you, when does the spring start, when does the winter come, and in that case, it's very important that you take that in consideration. For us as HempFlax, fiber is our main business. So we will always choose for a variety with have a good fiber properties. The seeds and the CBD, what we take from it, are byproducts. So that's because we are a fiber processor in the first place.
Mr. Bolton, now next question, please.
Hi, my name is Giga Bolta. I'm sorry I missed a part of your presentation, but so maybe you already answered. The stalks are remained whole, or are they mulched in this with this equipment in this process?
You're asking what if the stalks are remaining in the field or being mulched?
If they are mulched in your machine, or they are bundled,
No.
or they remain
No.
whole.
Yeah.
Okay.
The stalks are being cut at 60, 70 centimeters length. And they stay in the field in a row, in a width row. And it stays in the field for 2 to 3 weeks for retting. We use dual retting, which is necessary that the bast fiber comes loose for the wood core. And we leave them in a row. This row is being turned 2 times on average in those 2-3 weeks. And then we bale the hemp in square bales, and we transport them to our factory for decorticating to fiber in Shives. So technically we take everything, seeds, leaves and stalks. We take everything from the field. Only the roots we leave behind.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Another question, maybe? Question more? No? So, Mark, you was great. We are very proud that we have so great speaker today exactly with us in Slovenia, and we was online. I must tell that we are online already in BBC, in CNN, White House, European Union Parliament, and so on. And I hope that some good politician can hear us, that they will find some money that for agriculture here and new economy or hemp economy, and they will find new issues in in business in the world. Thank you very much. Yeah, say your last word, please.
Yeah, my last comment to that. No worries. I'm now. My dad started growing hemp when I was 12 years old in the early 90s, and I think if I see how it grows and how the industry are taking its momentum in the last 8 years since I'm back at HempFlax, it's incredible what's happening. So also for your country, I think small-scale operations will start up. But the demand for hemp fiber will increase in the future, especially if we go to textile applications and we can replace cotton. And that's the key. If we can replace textiles and cotton, then there's enough place for everyone in each country for having a successful hemp industry. So no worries, have time, it will be okay.
So I have a question more about EIHA. You are new director there, CEO. How you see EIHA in the next couple of years in your leading hands?
Yes, it's true. I'm a chairman of the EIHA, not a director, but a chairman.
Chairman, sorry.
Yes. Now, as of course the hemp industry is growing, the EIHA is also growing, and that's a very good thing. Also, at EIHA, we see on the conference from 20 people, hempsters sitting together and talk about hemp, to have about more than 200 participants last year, and from all sides, and it's getting more and more professional, and that's what direction we want to take too, that we professionalize the organization, even make even better conferences, and try to collaborate together. And one of the biggest advantages we have in the next year is the whole THC regulation coming on, the European-wide THC regulation on the THC levels in food and feed. And we say we are very happy, we welcome a European-wide THC regulation on THC maximums in food and feed, because that makes understandable for all of us. If you want to export hemp food products to another country, you know which regulations are there. But at this moment the proposals are that the THC levels are set at such a low level, they are hard to meet. And that will jeopardize the hemp food industry. So as an EIHA, we have a very, very important task to lobby and also in Brussels, and anyone in Brussels was listening now, please listen to me. The hemp industry can only be profitable and can only be successful if you take seeds as a food, fiber and other products, but you have to capitalize on all the products. So if we kill the hemp food market, we will technically do a big damage to the European hemp industry. So we have to come up to a conclusion that we set safe levels of THC, and THC is something, the levels that are now, they are ridiculously low, and they can increase far by more higher levels without having any health risks or chances of health risk. So let me say that, and that's the most important task we will have for the next years.
This is great work. Here in Slovenia we have now government part of producers of hemp. They exactly think about it, jump in EHA altogether, so you will have a lot of new passengers here, there, and yes, we will help you personally. So
thank you very much. The more people, the better.
Yes, so maybe some question about EHA here in the audience. Yeah, question more.
Hello, Mark. This is Žiga again. Didn't EHA launch this famous study from Nova Institute about the contents of THC and also CBD in the foods and foodstuffs, which are so incredibly low and impossible to meet? Why this? What was the idea?
Yeah, we in the Nova Institute conducted this research in order of AIA, because they have great expertise on THC and regulations. The basic line is technically that hemp is considered as a ready-to-consume product in their thinking of EFSA making limits for THC. And it's technically, hemp is not a ready-to-eat product, because no one is drinking 1 liter of hemp oil. No one is eating 1 kilogram of protein powder, because most of it are ingredients, and the protein are thrown in the milk or the juice, the oil is going over the salad, so the ingredients. And like with cinnamon can be very dangerous if you take in high concentrations. But we all know that no one is eating 1 kilogram of cinnamon. So with the hemp it's the same thing. We need to explain in Brussels that hemp is not a ready-to-consume product, it's an intermediate product. And the daily intake they're now calculating with is far too high. So that's I think the most important conclusion is research. Another conclusion is of research is that the acceptable daily intake is set very, very low. So the lowest effect level of THC is normally higher than is considered at this moment. So the acceptable daily intake can go up, and we have to consider hemp as an intermediate product. That's the bottom line.
Yeah. One question? Question more? No. So Mark, we are just a little bit late. I must.
No problem. It started raining anyway, so we can't have more time enough.
Yeah, maybe you must tell how many hectares harvesting in which country you have already. This will be very interesting for our audience.
Yeah, we have 400 hectares of hemp in Germany, 900 hectares in Holland, about 140 in Czech Republic, and 700 in Romania. And in Holland we finished the cutting, so we didn't bale anything. We are still cutting the hemp. We hope to finish the regular cutting by Monday. Then we need to do a few hundred hectares for CBD. And by the end of next week, hopefully we have nice summer weather. We start baling the first hemp straw of this season in Holland. And in Romania, we started cutting the USO 31 last week. And then we have the first 100 hectares down.
Amazing work, amazing work. Thank you very much, Mark. Nice day. Stay with us, see us, and best
see you tomorrow on the
harvesting
panel.
of the year, of your season. Thank you very much. We see you tomorrow. Yes,
Bye.
bye-bye.
Bye.